Hey guys, welcome back to the family. Thank you for being here. Julie Saillant, Halo. She's jetting right now. This is for life path number 3. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I respond to every comment. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here, for growing the channel. I really appreciate it. My name is Julie Saillant. If you have not met me yet, I'm an intuitive healer and I am an animal communicator. I'm a channeler. I'm a shaman. I'm a medicine woman. I I do a lot of things, but I basically talk to God and spirit. I talk to the archangels. I talk to animals and even planets. So my job here on earth is to help you find your gifts, leverage them, use them, understand them, and then find your soul purpose and be in alignment with it, and then take amazing action to have the life that you truly want. Because I suffered for so long trying to be somebody that I wasn't. I tried to be in the corporate world, which I was in for decades, but I was never happy. I was just trying to be somebody else. And I had great jobs, and but then I got really sad because I wasn't using my gifts. And then I finally decided, you know what, there's no do-overs in life, and it's time. And God kept prompting me and saying, you've got to do this. And so here I am. And I love helping you guys. It's why I do what I do. It's why I put myself out there every day. And it's why I am happy to share who I am with you. Okay. So I do things a little bit differently around here. I work with life path numbers, we don't do zodiac signs here. If you've never watched any of my videos, life path numbers super easy. We use your birthday, the day, the month, and the year. And all you have to do, it's a numeric number, okay? There'll be numbers 1 through 9, and then there's master numbers 11, 22, and 33, okay? Anything else, you would have to bring down to the lowest number possible. And the way it works is pretty simple. You take your month, which mine is October, so that's 10. So you add it up. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then you would take the day, which is 25. You add up 2 plus 5 is 7. And then you take the year. 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. Take that number. And you add those 3 numbers together and then bring that number to the lowest number. And that's your life path number. And each life path number has positive attributes and a shadow side, and they're here for a specific reason. Okay. I am going to go ahead and do a channeling for you. I am not a tarot reader, but I will read spirit animal cards because they help us and they want to loan their attributes to you, as well as I was prompted to pick a couple of dragon cards tonight, which I don't usually do. So that'll be fun. And I am here to help you. I'm going to ask your ancestors to be here as well with us. So just a quick bit of housekeeping, and then we're on our way. And that is that I am offering a 4-week session, a month-long sessions with me right now. It's an amazing program. For 4 weeks, you'll meet with me. There will be homework. And what we do is we find your gifts. We begin to use your gifts. I'll show you how to do that. And then we get you in alignment and find your soul purpose. It's amazing. It's fun. It's what I love doing. I can also remove any stuck or negative energy from you and bring in source energy and light to let you breathe. Where you're stuck will be removed. Also, if you would like just one energy reading, I have that link below as well. If you want to donate to the channel, there's a link for that. And if you also would like an animal reading, there's a link for that too. Now, very important, this week up until Friday, I'm growing my channel. So I am offering a free mini reading to one person. So what you need to do to qualify is you need to and subscribe. You need to subscribe to the channel, bring somebody else in to subscribe, and you also need to leave a comment. And then on Friday, I'll pick one lucky winner. Okay, so let's start. First things first, let me start with, I'll start with the channeling, because so for 2 years now straight, I've been getting channelings from spirit, from God, the archangels. And every time that I do a reading for anybody, I always want to give the channeling to you, because obviously God told me, what good is it if it's just here sitting in your house, right? It's for everybody to enjoy. So here we go. And by the way, this is a general reading, a collective reading. I hope it resonates for you. I don't know if it will. I hope it does. And if it doesn't, then hopefully the next one will, right? Okay. So I asked for some signs from God. And I asked specifically what to do in these desperate times. We are living in a pandemic. No matter, my readings are timeless, no matter when you find them, they're meant for you. But for right now, we are going through a pandemic, which is global, and everybody's, it's getting better, but people are still freaking out. So I asked, this was a year ago. I asked this. Wow. I asked this in March. Oh my goodness. I asked this in March of 2020. And I'm now coming to you in April 2021. Wow. There's so many synchronicities when I read, and I always say I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. So thank you for the confirmation, Lord. And this is what he said. Trials help us endure. Trials help you realize where you need work. For you, dear one, it is the ego, the thoughts keeping you up. You judge too harshly and quickly, both yourself and others. You are realizing this, and it has come to the surface to begin the process of letting go. For if we are all indeed connected, and what you do affects others, how important would it be to rein in your temper? Judgment also of yourself. Your impatience does not help you. Ooh, girl. Look at your higher self and ask this question. What does she have that I do not? What can I learn from her to be better and prepared more financially, emotionally, spiritually? I'm just going to go on because this is important. And remember, this was towards me. I always use myself as the guinea pig. I'm not afraid to let you guys in and see all my flaws, because I believe that if you can see my flaws, you can connect to me, and then you can connect better to yourself. And this is a process, because I always used to keep people out, and doing this type of thing always made me, nervous, because I'm shy on the inside. Even though I'm an extrovert, I'm shy. And I always judged myself too harshly. But God was like, listen, I'm going to do this for you. Okay. So just put yourself out there, and it's fine. And God will ask the same of you. Spirit will ask the same of you. Your higher self will ask the same of you. To move to your next level, you will need to do something you do not want to do. And you will need to give something that you do not want to give. Trust me on this. All right. It can be financial. It can be putting yourself on video, right? Because you're afraid of judgment. You're afraid how people will look at you, right? I hate being judged. This is what he says. He goes on. He says, you see the money and your temper and your ego as separate. They are not. They are all related. Your ego drives you to keep up, and your love of beauty is wonderful but costly. Money and lifestyle leaves you judging yourself, and you feed this beast. You fed this beast when you were young, yet you must pay for them. This pebble became a rock in your life, and you must deal with it. When you can learn to live simply and let go of your lavish indulgence, I will provide all for you. Holy shit. Dude. You see the money, your temper, and your ego as separate. They are not. They are all related. Your ego drives you to keep up. Your love of beauty is wonderful but costly. Money and lifestyle leaves you judging yourself, and you fed this beast when you were young. And now that it's bad to have nice things. It's not. That's a good thing. You can have nice things. Come on up, Halo. This is my girl Halo. She always gives me support whenever I need it. I don't even know when I need it, but she does. This pebble became a rock in your life, and you must deal with it. When you can learn to live simply and let go of your lavish indulgences, I will provide all for you. You can take nothing with you. It does not mean you cannot have rubies and silks. It's all in the perspective and a different viewpoint. Think on it. Another layer to this awakening. Be open, be humble. Allow this lesson to sink into your heart. The enemy has used this stumbling block to your disadvantage by attaching ego to it, jealousy, haughtiness. Focus on love, service, honor, and put your loved one's words in your mind. Make them permanent, then let it go. Wow. Wow, dude. And he goes on to say, Zeus is my horse back here. Oh, here, look. Here's my horse, Zeus. He's my master teacher. And he says, God says Zeus was not only talking about letting go of fear, he was talking about jealousy, judgment. And one of the 10 commandments is not to be envious of what your neighbor has. This is your next level of awakening. Let go and release it to me. Surrender it to me. For just as I took care of you today, I will make a way. You don't need to know the how, only begin a new journey. Oh, if you can't see me, my mind was just blown if you're listening to me. This was from God. You guys can call God anything you want. I had a chat with him about it. I got some in my eye. I'm sorry. He said, you can call me spirit. You can call me God. You can call me Allah. You can call me anything you want. Just call me. I'm serious. That's what he said to me. He said, these are just labels that you humans have. I don't need labels. I don't have labels. I am what I am. I am. Right? Wow, dude. So we are all here to learn from each other. I truly believe that this pandemic was a way for Mother Earth to regenerate herself. And also, if a lot has not been working in your life that was working, your marriage, your job, anything in your family that was working for a long time that is not working anymore, this is why a light is shined on it so that you can fix it now. Things that you overlooked have now come to the surface. Things in your subconscious have now come to your conscious mind. And we all have work to do, and we're all on our soul's journey. But I just want you to remember to be gentle with yourself, because I was not gentle with myself my entire life. I always was hard on myself. I'm still hard on myself. I'm too hard on myself about my expectations, about what I expect from others. And I have to learn that I can only control myself. But, be gentle with yourself, give yourself grace, talk to yourself nicely, because when you don't, it just hurts you and you're just going to vibrate out at a crappy level. And then the world hears it and the universe hears it. And then that's what you get back. Let's go over life path number 3. If you haven't been here before, I just want to revisit. I'm going to just do this because I don't want to forget anything. So you guys are the communicators. Yes. You're very good at speaking. You're extroverts. You love people. You're creative, artistic, intelligent. Hell yeah. Career-driven, talented beyond words, inspiring, optimistic. Your sole purpose is to develop creative and self-expression and inspire all. Many of you are artists. You're painters, you're musicians. You have very quick minds. You cannot handle a 9-to-5 job. It's too boring for you. It's not happening. You take things very seriously. You are a perfectionist tendencies. Your humor is witty and intelligent. Your relationships are not number one. Work is number one for you. Okay. You love to travel, and your family attachments are strong. Now, in the shadow side, okay, we all have shadow side. Your shadow lies in your desire to perform. Be careful what you express. Okay. You can have scattered energy. You can become unfocused. You can become superficial, right? You can have a lot of things you want to deny or disguise because you can be very obsessive or extravagant. So you escape to fantasy life due to boredom, basically. And you can turn to addictions as a form of escapism, right? So you can turn, but what you can do is you can turn a negative to a positive. You can turn fantasy into reality, right? Your creativity is off the charts. You're spiritual, it's saying stop dreaming and start doing, right? But your shadow lies in your desire to perform and be perfect. So be careful what you really encourage and express. You can be unfocused, have scattered energy, and be superficial. But you guys are the communicators. I love communicators. I love the word communication because that's always part of my repertoire. So let's do this. I want you to take a really deep breath in. And when you do, I want you to think about your heart. And I want you to just think about it being super large and super powerful, and just that you are here to receive any messages from spirit, from your ancestors, and from your higher self. So just take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take another deep breath in. And let it out. So I would just invite all the ancestors for life path number 3 to come forward, please, to give me any messages that you have for life path 3. What would you like to say to them? What would help them right now in their life, where they feel stuck or where they feel as though things are not working for them? Okay, they're showing me a girl, a young girl, say 14, 15, 16, but I'm now speaking to you as a woman, and she's looking at a magazine, and she's looking at the models in the magazine and saying to herself, oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's so beautiful. Why can't I look like that? What's wrong with me? Why can't I look like that? I don't look like that. What the hell? You go from questioning to getting mad about it. And comparison is the thief of joy. I did this my entire life, by the way, so I feel you on this one. And men do it too, but women do it much more. And your ancestors and spirit is saying to me, don't you know how beautiful you already are? Don't you understand that you have more beauty inside you than any of the people that you're looking at? For they only have exteriors. It's like a beautiful house, and then you go inside and things are kind of broken down and not taken care of, and kind of messy and dirty. And you're like, wow, this house looks so nice from the outside, but from the inside, not so much. That's what they're showing me. And they're showing me that you need to start liking yourself. I'm telling you, this is coming up so strong for every single number. Every single number. We have to start loving ourselves, because why? What you feel about yourself means everything. Just what I read to you before. You think that money and your temper and your ego are separate. They are not. You think that the buckets of physicality, professional, energetically, and spiritually are separate. They are not. They are all cups together that overflow and bring abundance. But when one's low and then another's low and then another's low, the abundance can't flow, right? And I hear you. A lot of you are saying, I don't even like myself, right? That's me, right? And what Spirit's saying is just have to start liking one thing about yourself a day. It's a process. You don't go from hating yourself to loving yourself. It doesn't work like that. It's a process. But if you could just take one thing and say, well, I think my eyes are pretty good, right? Okay, I like my eyes. I like my hair, and leave it at that. That's it for the day. But every day say just one thing. You guys are the communicators. You are very good at speaking. You love people. You're creative. You're artistic. You're intelligent. You're career driven. You have a talent with words. You inspire others. Your sole purpose is to develop creative self-expression to inspire other people who are not creative. What do you think it takes to do something like that? I think it takes something inside you that's beautiful that you need to give to everybody else that doesn't have that. So start recognizing the beautiful things that you can do. If you're a writer, hey, I'm a good writer. It's not ego. Everybody's good at a few things, right? If you're good at speaking, if you're good at music, if you're creative, if you're artistic, if you're good with numbers, whatever you do, you can do as a communicator, you can move others. That's a gift in itself, because not everybody can do that. They cannot. Trust me. I see people that are trying to be communicators and they are not in the right slot, and you can tell immediately. You can just tell. And then there are other people and you're like, damn, you're good. I listen to you. I get it. I get it. You're really being asked to be gentle with yourself and love yourself, because not just because of what you will vibrate at and that the universe will hear you and bring you more of that, but because of what you do, more people will listen to you know, like my grandmother said, you get more flies with honey than vinegar. Are you going to listen to someone who's angry and got a chip on their shoulder and is pissed off and envious and jealous? Or are you going to listen to somebody that's beautiful and is calm and comes from a place of knowing and love, right? Love and hate cannot exist at the same time. It just can't happen. I'm telling every life path number this. For the past 2 weeks, I've been getting this, and I'm getting this from my clients too. You're at a crossroads and you can choose, right? You can choose fear or faith. You may have chosen fear many times, but now Spirit's asking you to choose faith, and says specifically, don't worry about the how, I'll take care of the how. Step out now as you are, and all will listen to you because they will see me through you. Your ancestors are asking you to help break generational curses. This is for some of you, not all of you. You have the ability to do so in this lifetime. And they're saying, don't take our path, to make your own path. And again, you keep saying, you're asking the wrong questions. You're saying, like, what does that person have that I don't? You have a lot of envy and jealousy, and it can be over something as simple as a bag or a piece of clothing or a house or a piece of furniture or a talent that someone has, because you don't think that you're okay. I get it now, because you don't think that anything you have is good enough. And Spirit and your ancestors are saying that is not true. You have talent in spades. You just have to recognize it and see it as such, and then it will be so. That's what I'm being told to tell you. This is your message. You have talent. And if it hasn't come through yet, it's just about to. And here's the thing with talent, many, many times, you have to reach for your talent under pressure, and then it will be there. But you're not seeing what you do as talent. It's like if I said to you, oh, you're such a good writer. And you're like, oh, yeah, well, whatever. I'm not that good at it. I'm like, no, you're a good writer. You wrote that play. It's amazing. I can't really write at all. That's a talent. And all you need to do is say thank you and accept it. Some of you have a very difficult time accepting love. And because you've been criticized so much that you're hypersensitive to it. And I get you, I feel you, because I'm the same way, but I've tried to learn to work on this. And this results in you not wanting to use your gifts at all. And then you get negative and you get superficial and you get unfocused and you're scattered. And then you get mad and then you fall behind. So again, choose fear or faith. How about choosing faith for one time and seeing what happens? And don't worry about the how, and just choose one thing that you're good at and start working on that and putting it out there and liking it and changing the energy around you, which is, I can do this and I'm good at it and I love doing it. I'm going to put it out there and it's going to help some people. You have the ability to inspire people. You're the communicator. That's what you're here for. So whatever gifts you have are really, truly gifts, because they inspire others, because you're the communicator. And also they're saying that some of you are introverts, and I understand that. But a good way to get around that is to just think of your gifts and don't worry about yourself. It's not about you, it's about your gifts. And that will help you. Because that's the way I think of it. It's like, it's not about me, it's about what I'm saying. What I'm saying is coming from Spirit. So it's not about me. Sometimes you just have to get out of your head. What do the animals have to say for you? So you got bat spirit. And it says, shows an upside down bend. It says, a rebirth is assured. This is the perfect time for you to change gears, pivot, and be who you've always wanted to be. And I'm hearing, if not now, when. The planet just did it. We're going through this. Everybody's changing. Everybody's doing things differently, looking at life differently, looking at people around them differently. Look at yourself differently. Look at yourself as what you are, which is the divine being of God, a divine being with infinite abilities. Yes, you're in a 3D world living in a human flesh, but a rebirth is assured when you think of yourself differently and that you're talented. You're a communicator. You're an inspiring person. You cause people to act. You cause people to think by what you say, by what you do. You also got the bear, the brown bear spirit, and it says take time out. And this reminds me of hibernation, when the bears hibernate and then they come out and they're totally different. Their perspective's different. They look different. They feel different. They walk different. And this is, I think, what's so many of you have hidden your talents. You've got to stop doing that, you guys. I did that for so long. Don't do that. Please don't do that. We need your help out here. I cannot just shine my light by myself. I need you. Shine your light. And the new paradigm is a win-win-win for everyone. That's what I'm telling everybody. You know, I don't have to win so you lose, or vice versa. If I shine my light to help you, then you shine your light to help someone else. We all win. And then the earth wins, right? Take time out to see the beauty in you. Take time out and start recognizing who you really are. You're a divine being of infinite capabilities. Whether you believe that or not, it's neither here nor there, because it's the truth. So you cannot believe it, but I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Fox spirit came out. Fox always wants to play. Think on your feet. You have very quick minds. You're probably like me. You lay down at night and your mind whirls. Right? That sucks. Work out. This is asking also for you to be more balanced, because you're thinking almost too much. You're overthinking. This is for the person that's overthinking. I'm getting somebody out there who, and it may be a few of you, I have a lot of talents. I don't know what to do. I'm multi-passionate, multi-talented. Awesome. That's what I am. And you know what? For so long, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So I said, I'll do nothing because I can't decide. Well, that in itself is a decision, and you're still shutting down your gifts. You don't have to choose. You don't have to choose. You can do a few things. You can make music. You can write. You can write plays. You can direct. Think on your feet and think of different ways. If what you're doing is not working, take time out, have a new perspective, right? A rebirth will happen when you think on your feet. Flamingo spirit also is coming through tonight. So gorgeous. Embrace the in-between. And this is again about finding the beauty in you, because you all have it. Every one of you out there has beautiful talents, whether it's physical beauty, whether it's talents. You have the power to turn negative into positives, to turn fantasy into action, to turn creativity into something real. Stop dreaming and start doing. Embrace the in-between. Embrace what you don't know and allow your connection to spirit to guide you, and allow spirit in to help you, and say, I don't know how to do all this. Spirit's like, that's all right. I got you. Just do your part. That's all I'm asking. And Sandpiper spirit came through and said, be playful. And I love that, because you guys are super serious, just like I am. You guys are super serious. You're super focused. You are very much hell-bent on perfectionism, and you want things perfect. And I understand why. But most times that does not serve you. You'd be better off trying a few different things than doing nothing at all. You know, have you ever watched sandpipers at the ocean? Because I live near the ocean. I watch them all the time. They have the cutest little feet, and they're always like, tee, 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 tee. I always make noises like that. They're so cute, but they always look like they're having such a good time. You know what? You have to be playful. You have to enjoy life. If you don't, you're not going to be in harmony and balance, and you're not going to be happy. You can't always work. You can't just eat, work, and sleep, eat, work, and sleep. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way. I mean, it does, but you won't be happy. I got 2 dragon cards for you, and I was surprised because the dragons don't usually call me. Well, they call me, but the first one's the magenta dragon. It's a beautiful pink magenta dragon, and it says enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awakens your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for what? Prepare for ascension. And it's a magenta dragon. It's a beautiful magenta dragon. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. This is what I'm talking about, right? Thank you for the confirmation. Bringing forth what's beautiful in you. Whatever your gifts are, and there are at least a few and probably many, they're there for a reason because you're the communicator. Bring them forth. Let them come out to play. Let people have a look at them. All you have to do is remember who you are. And you also got the orange gold dragon from Arcturus. And this dragon is gorgeous, and it's orange and gold, obviously. And it's kind of holding on to something that would be grabbing a star. And it says, opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. What? You guys are the guiding light because you guys are the communicators. You are the connectors. You are. So let us in on what you have. You know, you're one of those people who's supposed to help me and say, shine the light, come over here. Here's the path. Go on the path. Right? So 3s, I hope this helped you. I would encourage you to start loving yourselves, to start finding out what your gifts are, to start cultivating your gifts, and to start bringing them forth into the world. That's what you're here for, and you are fully capable of doing so. Fully capable. You have everything you need. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're growing the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, the link's below. If you like a single session, or if you'd like an animal session, or you want to do the 4 weeks with me, all the links are below. And don't forget to leave a comment and bring another subscriber so you'll be entered in for a mini drawing with me. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care.